All right, here we go, y'all. So look, we doing front squats today. So we doing something a little bit different. Like I told y'all in the last video, for legs, we're not really doing for size, and we're just basically just keeping the strength and increasing the strength and toning up the legs pretty much. So we basically focusing on the quads right now. So now it's crazy because I have not done front squats in I want to say a little bit over 6, 7 months. I usually just save them for mainly for my off season, but I'm really just focusing on development this time. So here we go. As you can see, they already popping. Some of the cross striations you see right there. That's really what I'm focusing on. Cross striations, detail, density, thickness, pretty much all in one, right? So this is the time I tell people to like really focus and hone in. So I always said off season is much harder, you know what I'm saying? Well, for me it is because that's when you're focusing on all the stuff that you got feedback from the judges, your coach has been telling you over time. So for me, yeah, we definitely focusing on these quads today. So you see the cross striations is popping. Like I said, just mainly focusing on all detail today. So we ain't really going too heavy with weight. And for those who be like, oh, you have to go heavier. No, you don't. No, you do not. It's all about how you move the weight. It's not about the weight. It's how you move it. So once you get to a point where you can move it comfortably, then you start adding more weight. Then you start going up. So look at them cross striations, man. All right, so next exercise, this is basically very deep sumo squat as much as possible. And we pretty much just using the Smith today. So I usually just go with the regular barbell. I still use barbell when everybody keeps saying like, oh, try something different. You know, you got longevity to think about, which is true. So that's why we just using the Smith today. Plus, I still get as good results with the Smith too. So if you pretty much on the same routine, like I said this earlier too, if you pretty much on the same routine when it comes to legs and you're not really seeing too much progress, always try a different movement. So for me, I have not done sumos also in quite some time. I've done deadlifts recently, but not really sumo. So sumos is definitely hitting. You know, we doing inner thighs, outer thighs, glutes, pretty much everything, right? So now we hitting these calves. So for me personally, I've never had a problem with my calves, but it's something you never want to neglect neither, because as other body parts start to come up, you want to make sure those stay nice and intact. So you see the calves are starting to pop. Yeah. Not gonna lie, that set really hit me. That set really hit me. So you see the fronts. Yeah, my quads is popping, but we're not focusing on the quads. Yeah. Like I said, and then you see the front muscle in the calf too. You see where I just rubbed that? That's something a lot of competitors do not have and start to think about, because everything shows on stage. Everything shows on stage. Always remember that. So now we're going to finish up with some RDLs or stiff leg deadlifts, whatever people like to call them. Me, I just like to focus on the glute and ham tie-in. So, and for me, this was a little bit heavy. So you see me bending this a little bit, but I'm still getting good contraction. Like I'm doing with a barbell. I'm doing just a regular deadlift. So for these, I didn't really go too heavy with these. I just went like 60s, which is cool for me. So whoever out there, you do not need to go too heavy. It's all about how you move the weight. If you move it properly, it'll work for you. All right, I got some of the biggest legs that people know me in, and I'm barely, like when squatting, regular squats, no more than 225 for reps, right? That's just me being honest. Like my honest rep range is about 8 to 12 with 225, right? And this is how my legs look. So I've never been the type of person to try to always go extremely. I've seen it. But I'm not about to follow until I get to that point, or until my body is strong enough to get to that point. So it's just all about knowing where you at, knowing your physique, knowing your frame, diameters, all that good stuff, right? So always take note, man. Learn your body, figure out your biomechanics, and everything is going to work out for you. All right? Have a good one.